in competitive exams. Especially today you are going to know about tenses. In that we have to know what is present tense, what is past tense, what is future, and each and every tense how it is going to be divided and what are the subdivisions. Everything you are going to learn now. Get ready. Today's topic is tenses. Tenses are of three types. How many types? Three types. What are they? Present, past, and future. Each and every tense is divided into four subdivisions. In that, simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous tense. Now, let me ask you one question. Before learning about tenses, you should know what are the persons. Do you know how many persons do we have? Persons are of three types. How many types? Three types. First person, second person, and third person. Why we are learning about persons? Without knowing about persons, we can't understand tenses. Based upon three things, tenses is completely depending. What are they? 1. Persons. 2. Verb forms. 3. Tenses. Nothing but helping verbs. These things you have to know. Okay? So, persons are of three types and a person can be addressed in two ways. First person, second person, and third person. Singular in the sense only one, single. Plural in the sense plural, plural in the sense more than one. First person singular, I. Why should we use I as first person singular only? Let me tell you, if I want to introduce myself, if you want to introduce yourselves, if anyone wants to introduce himself or herself, we should use the only pronoun I. So that's why I is first person singular. When I am saying, you are listening. When I am saying, you are listening to me, in the sense, who are you? Second person. So, when the person is talking to you, myself, I am the only first person because I have started the speech. I have started asking questions to you and you are answering my questions. So, you are the second person. If anyone interrupts, for example, somebody has entered suddenly, that person, if it is, for example, boy, he, girl, she. If it is any animal, we can use it is a dog, it is a cat. If it is thing, suddenly door open. A door, it is a door. So, he, she, it for third person singular. Now, let us know clearly about persons. Now, First person plural, we should use we. For what purpose we are using we? What is the reason behind that? Let me tell you one thing. When I am talking, I am the only person. When we are talking in the sense, who is in that group, in that we? Yes, the first person is included. I joined the group. So that's why we are in one group. If I am not there, can I call that group as we? No, it is not possible. That's it. So we for first person plural. Now coming to second person singular. Are you following? By calling a person also I can ask like this. Excuse me Ravi, please stand up. Yes sir. Are you following what I am saying? Yes sir, I have understood. I am following. That's it. I can ask the same question to the whole class who are in front of me. Are you following what I am saying? Are giving the same reply at a time. Yes sir, we are following. So, second person singular and plural both are you only. There is no change, no need to get confused about these things. Now coming to third person singular. He, she and it. What is the purpose of he, she and it? Already previously we discussed. Now, what is the third person plural? They. For example, there is a cat, there is a dog. Both are fighting. We can say they are fighting, right? Otherwise, a cat and a dog are fighting. For that purpose, we can use third person plural they. After getting clarity about this, I am going to explain about verb forms. I am clearing it. Now coming to the point, verb forms. We are talking about verb forms. Verb. While you are using any word, you should know the meaning of each and every word, first of all. So verb is nothing but an action word. It is an action word. It expresses an action. That's it. Okay. So verb is an action word. An action word. It is classified into 5 types. How many types? 5 types. What are they? Let us see. V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. How can we call V1, V2, V3? How can we remember these all things? As per the knowledge, you should know all these things first of all. Otherwise, you may get confused after learning about. Before learning tenses only, you should know these all things. So that's why I am teaching you now. See here. Present form, past form, past participle form, V4 is nothing but ing form, also we can call it as ing form, and the name is present participle form. V5. If we add V1 after yes, yes or IES, we can treat that verb form, we should call that verb form as V5. These things you should know, and along with that you should know some examples also. For example, if you take like go, went, gone, going and goes. Similarly, whatever the actions we are doing every day, our regular actions. For example, let us imagine it is a clock. Okay. From the morning to until you sleep, for example 9 or 10 maybe, at what time you are going to sleep, up to that time you should know whatever the, you have to count whatever the activities you are doing. For example, myself, I am going to say now, listen to me carefully. I wake up early in the morning, otherwise I get up early in the morning. Two verbs I have, wake, get. After that, I brush my teeth. I drink a glass of milk. I eat my breakfast. I take my bath. And after that, I pray to God, I worship to God, I worship the God. Like that, you have to understand the activities that you are doing in your daily routine. And each and every activity is a verb. That is the thing, you have to keep it in your mind. And each and every verb that you have to know, what are the remaining forms. Now you are reading V1. And what is V2? What is V3? What is V4? What is V5? These are the basics you should know. Okay? Like that, if you count nearly, approximately, surely you are going to get 60 to 70 verbs very easily, V1 forms. For that you have to write remaining forms like V2, V3, V4, V5. If you practice like this, almost all the verb forms you are going to cover maximum. If you get anything more than that, you can understand very easily by practicing these. So that is the idea I am giving you. It is very helpful to you if you follow it even in the exams. And one more thing, after completion of verb forms, you are going to learn about helping verb. Okay, let us see. Now you are going to learn about helping verb. For that, I am erasing this also. See here. What is the meaning of helping verb? Let us see. The verb which helps us to frame a question. The verb which helps us to frame a question is a helping verb. Only framing the question? No. Why I am saying this word? Listen to me carefully. Can you answer any question without asking any question, can you answer? So the reply is completely depending on the question, nothing but our answer. Either you can say yes or no. So that's why I am saying that the verb which helps us to frame a question. See here, I eat an apple. Who asked you? So for this sentence, what is the question you have to understand? How can we change this sentence into question form? Let us see. By keeping helping verb, simply we can change this sentence into question. That's it. Without using this helping verb, can we frame any question? It is not at all possible. So that's why it is a question. So keep note as heading and write down points which are required to understand about helping verb. We should use the helping verb in the starting of the sentence to frame a question. Next point, without helping verb, we can't frame a question. And the third point you are going to write, helping verb is used to identify the tense of the sentence. So while you are using helping verb, you should know that it is very helpful to us to know about the tense, how to frame a question, how to answer it, and how to change that sentence into negative. These things you are going to learn now. Keywording simple present. We have learned about helping verb just now. Now we are going to learn about tenses. In that, simple present is the first subdivision in present tense. Simple present. Write down the definition. Is it required to know exactly about each and every tense along with definition? Do you have this question in your mind? I have the perfect answer for that. Listen to me carefully. Without knowing the importance of that tense, how can you apply that tense? Simply, that question you have to raise in your mind. Then it is very easy to understand. See here, the tense which is used to express the action, the tense which is used to express the action which happens every day. Right down? Which happens every day without interruption. Interruption. For example, I have to wake up at 6 o'clock early in the morning. Every day it is my daily routine. But on Sunday, I decided to wake up after 2 hours. In the sense, by 8 o'clock. Is there any change in my daily routine if I woke up lately? Is it possible? Just imagine yourself and ask a question to you. Okay, by 8 o'clock you are waking, and after that you are brushing very lately. Okay, and after that taking bath or eating breakfast, that is also lately. Okay, and after that, if you have any work, you will do. Otherwise, you will spend time with your family or with your friends. And after that, what you will do? Surely, you are going to complete your lunch. And after that, what is your work? If you have any work, surely you will complete that work. And after that, again, snacks time. Any tea or coffee or any snacks, it is up to you. And after that, again, at night, dinner. That's it. Is there any change in the daily routine? So that's why the tense which is used to express the action which happens every day without interruption, there is no break, there is no disturbance. That type of actions can be expressed like our daily routine, simply our regular actions, universal truths, our hobbies, proverbs, quotations. So many things are there to learn. Before that, write down the rules in simple present. See here, keywording note and write down. What are the helping verbs in simple present? First we should know about those things. Do and does. Are the helping verbs. In this tense. What is the next thing we should remember? For every tense, for every helping verb, you should know what are the pronouns that we should use. Sir, without giving any example, if you say like this, how can we understand? Don't worry, I am going to give. See here. For example, do. We should use I, you, we, and they are the pronouns. Do you go to temple daily? If it is the question, what is the helping verb? What are the pronouns? What is the verb form? What is the purpose of verb form? What is the keyword? In this manner, if you learn, very easily you can understand. If they don't give any verb form also, by using keyword you can catch that sentence in which tense it is. Is it clear? Now coming to the point. Second point. You have to write we should use the pronouns. We should use the pronouns. I, you, we and they for do. And after that, what we have to write about verb form? About verb form. Okay, if it is the question, what is the answer and what is the negative? Try to write of your own. If you want to write, you can write. Otherwise, just wait for my explanation. Before that, we have to complete the rules. Yeah. After pronouns, what is the verb form there? V1 is the only verb form that we should use in simple present, especially with do. Okay. We should use the verb form V1 to frame a question, answer it in positive, and to turn it into negative. So for these three, V1 is the only verb form. So by understanding this point, can you answer these two? Try. Do you go to temple regularly? I mean daily. Generally, usually, casually, frequently, often, rarely, seldom. These are all the keywords. Every week, every month, every day. These are also. Okay. Now coming to the positive. I go to temple daily. Are we following the rules? See here. V1. That's it. Now, what is the negative? I don't go to temple daily. Don't should be written in this manner. Do after not we have to keep. It is do not. After do not, what is the verb form? V1. That's it. If you keep all these things in your mind, you can answer any type of question, whatever the difficulty thing in that. It doesn't matter. Easily you can understand. That is very easy. Okay. Now coming to keywords. Last but not least, the point is keywords. For that, if you make a note all these things, I am going to erase them because I am going to write some list. Get ready. Okay. Now I don't have work here. Keywords. List of keywords. Write down. Daily, generally, usually, casually, frequently, rarely, often, rarely, seldom, and after completion of this, every day, every week, every month, every year. You have to observe these things very carefully. Sometimes they may ask like this also. Mornings, evenings, and once in a week, twice in a month, 3 times in a year, like that. You may get. In this manner, keywords, these things you have to keep in your mind before you enter the examination room. Now, have you got my point? And after this, you are going to learn how to frame a question with I, you, we, they. In what manner we are going to frame these questions? What is the way? Let me tell you. See here. Do you eat your lunch in the afternoon regularly? If it is my question, what is the answer? My answer, I eat my lunch in the afternoon regularly. If it is not, what do you have to say? I don't eat my lunch in the afternoon regularly. Like that, if I ask any question to myself, how can I ask? Do I ride my bike on the road? Usually, that's it. I ride my bike on the road usually. If it is negative, that's it. Now coming to the point, negative is I don't ride my bike on the road usually. I, you, two finished. And after that next, we. Do we climb steps for coming to our classroom? Instead of coming, you can write reaching. For that, you should not use to. For reaching our classroom, you can say, do we climb steps for reaching our classroom? Here, we have forgot about Keyword. Classroom. Every day. Then what is the answer?
We climb steps for reaching our classroom every day.
That's it. We climb steps for reaching our classroom every day.
We don't climb steps for our classroom every day.
That's it. We don't climb steps for reaching our classroom every day. For reaching our classroom every day. That's it. Now coming to the point. We completed. Days remained. We are going to write down. Do they celebrate festivals in their colony every year? I am just asking about the celebration that they are doing, whether they are doing or not. Every year, it comes under regular action surely, because every year, without any delay, are they celebrating or not? Do they celebrate festivals in their colony every year? If they celebrate, we have to say that they celebrate. Oh, okay, no problem. Do they celebrate festivals in their colony every year? They celebrate festivals in their colony every year. If they celebrate. That's it. They don't celebrate festivals in their colony every year. That's it. If you have got an idea about framing questions with do, we are going to start does in the next session. And before that, you have to be prepared about verb forms. And that is for sure. If you don't understand verb forms, it is not possible to understand about tenses. So, before that only you have to be prepared with verb forms. For example, if you take ride, let us discuss about that. I am clearing this. I need some more space. Let us discuss about verb forms in a brief manner, simply. For example, you have understood how to write about your daily actions. For that, I am giving some ideas. If it is helpful, try to utilize it. V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. From the starting, wake, get. Let us complete up to 10 at least, if it is possible, and after that we are going to write remaining. Wake or get, brush, take bath, for that take, after that drink some milk, I drink some milk, after drink eat, I have to eat my breakfast, and after that I ride my bike, I wear my clothes, I catch my bag. I carry my luggage, or my basket, my lunch box, whatever. See here, wake, woke, woken, waking, wakes, get, got, got or gotten, getting, gets, brush, brushed, brush, brushing, brushes, take, took, taken, taking, takes, drink, drank, drunk, drinking, drinks, eat, ate, eaten, eating, eats, ride, rode, ridden, riding, rides, wear, wore, worn, wearing, wears, catch, caught, caught, catching, catches, carry, carried, carried, carrying, carries. That's it. Should I call, sir? How can I end this session? These are the things that you should learn